and welcome back to a new video. I've received a question about whether I could demonstrate how to thread bead crochet patterns. So I'm going to show you that in a very simple way. Let's pick a random pattern on Pinterest. I will type bead crochet pattern into the search bar. And now I will choose a simple one for demonstration. Let's go with this one. You see, this is a screenshot from the Bead software, which I also use for creating patterns. The pattern contains all the necessary information. That's the circumference, which is 14 beads, and here we have the list of the beads. That's all we need. So let's get started. I'll print this out. I'll prepare beads in approximately matching colors. For this pattern, I will use Preciosa bead size 10. Next, I will take a thread, either 30-weight thread or 50-weight thread. If you have one, take a beading mat, big eye needle, a hook. I will use a hook size 0.5 millimeters and scissors. I'll prepare these 4 colors here. I will use the 50-weight thread. In order not to get lost in the pattern, I will use an old business card to navigate through the list of the beads. The principle is very simple. We thread the beads from top to bottom, we finish here, and then we will thread the second column from top to bottom. And we continue like this until the end. What you see here, the list of the beads, is one repetition of the pattern. It corresponds to the repeat of colors. Here we have 210 beads. So in the list of the beads we have 210 beads, which corresponds to 15 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here. This is one repetition of the pattern. We thread the beads according to the list of the beads as many times as needed to achieve the desired length of the product. For that, there's a simple calculation. Multiply the desired length of the product by the number of beads in one row. I want to make an 18 centimeters long bracelet, so I will multiply 18 centimeters by 14 because there are 14 beads in one row. The first bead is brown, then one black, 4 pink, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and again one black, 1 brown, 2 blacks, 4 grays, 1 black, 1 brown, and we will continue like this until the end of the column. Here we can see that I've reached the end of the column and we'll start again from the top down in the second column. Here I have 1 black, 2 pinks, and so on. This is what one repetition of the threaded pattern looks like. So I've reached the end here to the last bead, and I will start from the beginning again and thread another repetition of the pattern. I will continue until I have 252 centimeters of beads threaded on the thread. It's important that you always thread the entire pattern repetition to the end. If the pattern repetition was terribly long and you didn't want to thread all, then you must always consider the diameter of the bead crochet rope. Here the diameter is 14 beads, so you always have to count those 14 beads, that one row. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 10, 14. So this number of beads forms one row. So I can stop threading here and start crocheting, and the pattern will fit correctly. I can add another row. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 3 is 14. So here ends another row. So I could thread this and start crocheting. The pattern will also be correct. But if I only threaded this much and started crocheting, the pattern would be wrong. You have to watch out for that. If you need to explain it in more detail, write in the comments and I will make a separate video just about this. This is what it looks like when I've threaded 2 repetitions of the pattern. And now I will crochet it so you can see the result according to that pattern. I will not explain the crocheting process in detail here because I've already done that in these other videos. I will put links in the video description. With such thin thread, it would be hard to see anyway. The individual loops would be hard to see. But at least here you can see what working with 50 weight thread looks like. It's quite a tricky work and I don't really recommend it for beginners. Orienting yourself in those loops can be quite challenging. For the first project, it's better to use a 30 weight thread so you will see everything much better. But for more experienced, this thread is a great choice. This is what the finished first row with beads looks like. Since 14 beads is already quite a large diameter, I use single crochet. You can see the tutorial link here in the top right corner. If you would like to see how to thread a more complex pattern, which is threaded in parts, I also have a separate tutorial on that. Link is in the video description. You can just work with a bead string that's, say, 20 meters long. It's hard to work with. You have to keep moving the beads along the thread, which causes friction and the thread can be damaged by this. And this is what the finished bracelet looks like. Thanks for watching until the end and don't forget to watch more of my videos and also my posts on social media because there will be another giveaway soon and I will also give away this bracelet to one of you. So take care and see you next time. Bye!